Welcome to the SI Academy. Today we are starting about the first chapter of class 9th. Okay, so chapter number 1, matter in our surroundings. So chapter name is what? Matter in our surroundings. What are the matters? What are the substance? What are we looking at our surrounding? What are the types of matter is there? It is a solid or it is a liquid or it is a gas. So different types of matter you have to study in this chapter, that is the matter in our surroundings. Okay, so as we look at our surroundings, we see a large variety of things with different shapes, size and textures. Okay, we are seeing a different types of objects around us, so they are having a large number of varieties in case of what? Different shapes, size and texture. There are different types of materials. We can easily see our surroundings. Everything in this universe is made up of a material which scientists have named matter. Okay, all the things, all the whatever the substance, whatever the smallest to biggest, that all substance are made up of one substance. That substance is scientifically known as what? Matter. Remember that all material, all substance are made up of only one type of kind of substance, that is called as the matter. Everything in the universe, so including human beings, including all everything, that is all are made up of what? Which type of substance? That is called as the matter. All the substance are made up of matter only. So the air we breathe, the food we eat, stones, clouds, stars, plants and animals, even small drop of water or a particle of sand, everything is made up of matter. Okay, we can give several things. We already said that. So every in the universe, or everything in the universe, that all are made up of matter. Means, for example, we can say that air we can breathe, that is also made up of from matter only. Again, the food we eat, that is also made up of matter. Stones, clouds, stars, planets and animals, all are made up of only matter, including the small drop of water also, and sand also made up of particles only. Everything is a matter. We can also see as we look around that all the things mentioned above occupy space and have a mass. What we discussed about that air, water, food, clouds, again stars, planets. So these are all, and plants, these are all called matter. Means these are having definitely mass as well as they occupying the space in the universe. Okay, these all are we are means here whatever the objects that are made up of matter means, and this definitely occupies as two things. What are the two things? One is what? Mass, another one is space. Okay, what are the two things that having the matter? Means one is the mass, another having the space. So this is the two things that matter definitely having. One is the mass, another one having the space. Remember that every object is made up of what? Matter. So, and these matter are having what? One is mass, another one having what? Space. Remember that these two things very important. In other words, they have both mass and volume. In other words, we can say that they having what? Mass and volume. So matter is having mass as well as the volume. Since early times, human beings have been trying to understand their surroundings. Okay, earlier from the human evolution started after the certain years or several years, when the human beings are knowing about the surroundings, they are curious about to study and gather the information about their surroundings. Early Indian philosophers classified matter in the form of four basic elements. Okay, Indian sages or also Indian philosophers are classified the matters in the five elements or five types. One is the what? That is in traditionally we can call as the pancha tattvas. So five elements we can call in traditionally was pancha tattva. What are the pancha tattvas? Or five fundamental elements according to the Indians. Means air, earth, fire, sky and water. Okay, what are the Okay, what are the five basic elements of according to the Indian philosopher, or five panchatatvas means one is called air, second one is earth, third one is a fire, fourth one is a sky, and fifth one is a water. Okay, remember that. What are the five or what are the panchatatvas according to the Indian philosopher means one is the air, second one earth, fire, sky, water. These are the five elements given by the Indian philosophers, or if this is called as the panchatatvas. What are the panchatatvas? Air, earth, fire, sky, and water. These are the five panchatatvas given by the Indian philosophers. According to them, everything living or non-living was made up of these five basic elements, and they also said that by these elements of air, water, earth, fire, sky, from these five elements, all the things means it is including both living as well as the non-living. Living and non-living both are made up of five panchatatvas. Okay, so living thing as well as the non-living thing present on the universe, that all are made up of only five panchatatvas, or five elements, that is called as air, earth, fire, sky, and water. So by these five elements forms the living thing as well as the non-living thing in the earth, in the universe, or in the universe, they said by philosophers. Not only the Indian philosophers said this, so again ancient Greek philosophers also said the same thing. That okay, what is they are said? Ancient Greek philosophers had arrived at a similar classification of matter. Both they are also said the same thing what the said by Indian philosophers. Modern day scientists have evolved two types of classification of matter based on their physical and chemical properties. Okay, modern scientists, and how technology improves, they having more information about matter, and they classified the matter as according to physical property as well as the chemical properties. And as the knowledge and as the technology increases day by day, and we are classifying the matter as two types. One is called as the physical property, another one is called as chemical property. On the base of chemical and physical property, we classified the matter. In this chapter, we shall learn about matter based on its physical properties. Chemical aspects of matter will be taken up in subsequent chapters. Okay, so here first in this chapter we mainly concentrating on the physical properties of the elements of a matter. Okay, after that subsequent chapter means in next chapters we will discuss about chemical properties of a matter. First we will mainly concentrating about concentrating on physical property. So in this chapter mainly we are discussing physical property. So next topic is physical nature of matter. Okay, next question arises here. We are talking about the matter, and it is made up of made up of five panchatatvas by according to the Indian philosophers. So next, what is the state or what is the nature of that matter? So for a long time, matter is made up of a particle. So first subheading is what? Matter is made up of a particles. For a long time, two schools of thoughts prevailed regarding the nature of the matter. Here, two schools means of two thoughts. Or two mindset of the peoples, or mindset of people means mindset of the scientist. Okay, to believe in that, believe in matter is matter. Some scientists are said, some group of people are saying matter is something, and some group of scientists or a group of people saying another aspect of matter. So that is why they are calling what school of thoughts, means the two different thoughts. One school believed matter to be continuous like a block of wood. Okay, one group of people or one thought of mind or a thought of people said that matter is nothing but it is a continuous block of what wood. So wood, okay, that is the like this. Okay, it is a continuous block of wood. First group of people think that and they expressed their views, whereas other thought that the matter is made up of particles like sand. Okay, some say that they are made up of very small tiny particles like sand. Some the second thought of people said that, or second school people say that the first people said that the matter is made up of a block of what wood, and second people said that the matter is made up of what particle like sand particles. Okay, so they are said that two different things about matter is given by the peoples. Let us perform an activity, decide about the nature of matter is continuous or a particulate. Okay, two group of schools or two group of peoples are said two different things about matter. So first peoples or a group of people said that matter is nothing but it is a group of continuous particle, continuous block like wood. Another people said that it is a like particles, like as how particles are in sand, like that matter is also group of particles. So next question, next comes next here makes confusion. What we have to believe that? So some people will saying that the group of saying that the group of people first is it is a continuous, and the second group of people telling that they are particles. So here which you have to believe, first is the correct or second is the correct, so that will makes the confusion here. So to understand whether the matter is a continuous or a particle, we will discuss in this next topics. Okay, another some activities given here. So take a 100 ml of beaker. They said that you have to take a 100 ml of 100 ml of beaker. Fill half of the beaker with water and mark the level of water. Okay, how to take a 100 ml water beaker, and in that half of that beaker you have to fill it with water. Dissolve some salt or sugar with the help of a glass rod, and in that you have taken 100 ml of beaker. In that 50% of that 50% means or half only, that 50% of that beaker is filled with water. In that we are adding salt or sugar, and we have mix completely. Observe any change in water level. What do you think has happened to the salt? Okay, after that adding the sugar or salt, what will the percentage of water increases or decreases, and what happens to the salt, and where does it disappears? After that salt is present in it or it will get disappeared, and does the level of water change? Okay, next the level of water changes or not, that you have to observe here. In order to answer these questions, we need to use the idea that matter is made up of a particles. Okay, so from this activity we concluded that matter is made up of what? Particles. So understand this, we conclude that matter is made up of what? Particles. What was there in the spoon? Salt of or a sugar. How now? Has now spread throughout water. This is illustrated in figure 1.1. Okay, so that salt is mixed with water. So how it is happening? That is simply it is given by what? Some diagrammatically explanation. It is you have taken 100 ml beaker. In that you have taken half of the water, and we are added what? Salt in it, salt or a sugar, and after we are mixing with or stirring, so we can call that word stirring. So stirring means mixing. So after that we have said that they are mixing with one another. Okay, when we will mix it, so when salt is completely mixed in it, so what we conclude here, so the particles of the salt is mixing with the water, so that is the conclusion from this activity. What we conclude here, when we dissolve salt in water, we are dissolving salt in water, the particles of the salt get into the space between the of water. Okay, when we are adding, so what we are adding, when we are adding when we are adding salt into the water, the salt particles will mixed with or having this occupying the space between the water, so that it will mix with the water. Simply we can say that salt particles are dissolving in the water. Okay, next question comes here. How small are these particles of matter? Next question comes here. How these are? It is a what is the size of that particles? It is a very big, very small, or a medium size? That is the question here. So to understand that what is the size of that particles, again you have to do the activity. Okay, next, what is the size of the particle? So it is a very small, very big, or a is a unvisible to your naked eye. So that all type of queries you have to understand. So take a 2-3 crystals of potassium permanganate and dissolve them in 100 ml of water. Again we have to take another beaker with the potassium permanganate. Okay, potassium permanganate. Okay, KMnO4, that is called as what? Potassium permanganate, and you have to take 100 ml of beaker. Take out approximately 10 ml of this solution and put into 90 ml of clear water. Okay, we have taken 100 ml of water, and in that plus 2-3 crystals of potassium permanganate, and we are mixed from this first beaker. Again we are taking 10 ml of from this 10 ml of this solution. Again we are dipping in the another clear water of 100 ml. After that, take out 10 ml of this solution and put into the another 90 ml of clear water. Okay, so keep diluting the solution like this 5 to 8 times. Is the water still colored? Okay, first we have taken the 100 ml of water, in that we are added 2-3 crystal. Crystal means this is the size.